You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
See, the Ultimate Madness has returned.
Yeah, man, excited for that. That's
Yeah, you got any favorites in that to win?
Yeah, Geechee again. I think Geechee's instant gratification, so
there you
if it's
go.
a judge, there go the man right there. Yeah. I think Geechee, the way his shit set up, on the spot, you gonna get his shit, so it's easy to judge. So I got him taking that shit.
Yeah, he was just talking about you in a good way, Geechee.
Either Geechee or Top. That's my nigga for life. So I think Geechee or Top, for those is my front runners for sure.
Yeah.
I would like to see Twerk too, fully prepped. If he's fully prepped for the whole tournament, that'll be interesting as well. I think he could be a favorite as well. But for me personally, I think it's either Geechee or Top.
Yeah. So what do you think about them kind of mixing it up? They got top tiers, they got females.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. I think everybody has a brand, everybody has a following. So it's kind of like meshing everybody's following and brands together for one intense tournament. I think that's dope. I think they did it right.
Yeah. So are we ever gonna see B-Dot in one of these drinks?
Nah, I can't do tournaments, bro.
Why is that?
That 2-week turnaround, man. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just can't do that, man. Shout out to everybody that can. I think that's extreme talent and attribute that goes kind of underrated. Memorization and preparation and being able to do that, man. I tip my hat to the brothers that can. I stay away from that personally, but yeah, I tip my hat to them, man. It's incredible how they do that.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Now, I want to ask you this. This is a topic that me and Unc was talking about. It's for a couple reasons we discussed this, but simply the question is, do you think that battle rappers have become too sensitive? As far as, maybe dealing with yes men so much that they can't hear constructive criticism the same, or, the way they, react, they'll act like they, do you think battle rappers have become too sensitive?
I think it depends on the personal experience. Thank you so much, Clint. I think
was it some Jamba Juice or something?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah.
I think it depends on each artist's personal experience with the fans. Me personally, I think every artist should just listen to their fan base.
Okay.
I think every artist has a fan base, and then you have the fans, the culture. But I think if you tap into your fan base and listen to them, they're going to give you constructive criticism in a positive way. Because there's always constructive criticism, but it's like sometimes it can come off a little negative, and that could probably bother you. We are human beings at the end of the day. Right. It's like somebody going into anybody's job and then criticizing their work.
Yeah.
So I just think you should tap into your fan base. If you want the criticism, you should ask for it. And maybe if you ask for it beforehand, you won't receive the negative or what you perceive to be negative. You know what I'm saying? So just ask your fan base, hey, can I do better to improve?
Yeah.
And out of love, they'll tell you the right things, and they'll come from a place of peace.
I like that. So sometimes constructive criticism isn't constructive if it's unwanted. Almost.
Right. Well, your perception of it could be that it's not constructive.
Okay.
They can have every intent to be constructive.
Yeah.
But it depends on the tone. Again, a lot of it comes from the internet, so you can't really understand the tone, or we're reading words. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really see what's what. But yeah, man, I just think get ahead of it. Ask your fan base what you can do to do better.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you already putting the question out there, so you're more receptive to the good criticism, I guess you could say.
Right. Okay, and same topic, but just a little bit more specific. Passion or profit? It seems like some of these guys are in it for passion, but a lot more in it for the profit. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I can see how it can happen. I think there's no such thing as artistry without passion. So I think there's always passion involved, but I think at a certain point it becomes a balance of passion and finances. It becomes a job at a certain point. Right. But there's still passion involved. So it's kind of like it's like finding a career that you're in love with. You know what I'm saying? You love your career, you love what you chose to do for your life, but you still want to make sure you get fully compensated for it.
Right.
And I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I think you can have passion and do it for the money. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I think if you just do it for the money, which means you come into battles and you choke and you're not prepared and you don't care if you win or lose and it's no effort, that's different. But I don't think nothing's wrong with being passionate while being properly compensated for it.
Yeah, you good. You quick with the matches too, and you make a lot of sense, man. Yeah. So what's next? So who's next for B-Dot?
I don't know, man. I think probably Yoshi. I think that's been...
I see y'all brought them the old tweets up this morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Yoshi, shout out to the queen, man. I think that we would have a really dope conversation. So I think Yeah, man, we have a really dope conversation. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah. And is that something that's possibly locked in, or that's just
No,
if you
nothing's locked
that's
in.
just something you want to do?
Yeah, nothing's like that. It's just something, you know, we talk about, we kind of chit chat about, but nothing's like that. Liliano, my brother, good to see you always. Good to see you, Keith. Always. Shining, brother. Trying to be like you, man.
Cut it out, man. If I had your hand, I cut mine off, man. Man, we out here,
Bill,
man.
I'm gonna have to catch you too, bro.
But nah, it's not locked in. But it's a lot of discussion back and forth between me and her.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm sure it'll come to fruition soon.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that one. That's a crazy conversation, and the difference between y'all is like,
Yeah.
woo, but
I think-
she good at the dialogue though. So
She's incredible at it.
Yeah.
I don't think she get the credit she deserves because I think whenever you have like a gimmick, so to speak, I guess they would call it, with the dot bars and the whole, you know, persona, I think that kind of overshines the fact that she actually can rap.
Yeah.
And she's good at what she does. So yeah, man, looking forward to it.
Yeah, okay, so this off center, this off battle rap, but this is something I want to know, but I'm gonna keep the camera rolling. We lost a legend, you know what I mean? DMX, I know you from this side, but I want to know if that affected you, how it affected you. Yeah, man, what you think about that?
Man, I think DMX is beyond geography, you know what I'm saying? Worldwide icon, worldwide legend. I remember being a kid, like, you know, when DMX first came out, man, I thought I was DMX, man.
Yeah.
Straight up, like,
Yeah.
I was in the mirror and shit, you know what I'm saying? Stop, drop, like, we all had that experience, especially if you really from that era. If you like, you was born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s, you're from that era, man. So, yeah, it affected me deeply, man. I definitely shed some tears for the brother.
Yeah.
I think 50. I think 50 years old is too young.
Yeah.
Way too young.
Yeah.
Way too young for such a beautiful soul, such a beautiful dude. Like, he's just one-on-one, man. It's just an unfortunate situation. But the beauty of it is that he lived a beautiful life. Everybody that he touched loved him. He gave everybody love. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, his message and his lyrics was always about the people, about the community.
Right.
So, yeah, man. I mean, he said it himself on his last Drink Champs interview. He said that he lived a great life, and he did.
Yeah.
We would have loved for him to live more, of course, but he lived a beautiful life, man, and he left a legacy.
Yeah, and so even him being from New York, you being from Cali, it was still
Had
like
nothing to do
y'all.
with it, man.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about beef wise, but as far as like his impact was felt.
For sure.
Heavily over here too.
Man. On my street, bro, we used to have our little bikes, bro. And I forgot how we got the Rough Rider rad bandanas. But we had them shits, bro.
Yeah.
So I had my shit on with the flap down to the side.
Yeah.
On the bike, popping wheelies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was what it was. Like, we thought we was Rough Riders, man. Me and the homie, like, I was DMX and he was Drag-On. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we came up, man. So, yeah, man, it had nothing to do with him being from New York or nothing like that. Like,
Yeah.
And me personally, like, I grew up like on some New York shit anyway.
Okay,
From
okay.
my pops. He had me on New York hip hop early, so
Yeah.
I'm a little different. But yeah, man, his impact was was huge out here as well. For sure, man. It's a deep loss, man. It's unfortunate.
Hell yeah. Very diverse individual, like from your passion for DMX to Big T being your favorite battler to you wanting to battle Yoshi just now in this last 10 minutes. I feel like I just found out some new shit about you, man. You an interesting nigga, man. I appreciate the interview. You got anything to say you want before we get up out of here?
Your shades is fire.
I appreciate that, my baby.
And you already look like Ross. So with them shades, you really pulling it off. Them shits is fire.
Shout out Cece. She got these Jones for me. Okay.
Yeah, them shits is fire. I ain't got nothing to say, man. I appreciate you. That's all. I'm just here to be a fan, and it's gonna be a dope event.
Beat out the guy. Appreciate you, my dude.
Peace and love, always.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Nah, that was a good.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.